I'm grateful to be joined in studio today by, I should call them old friends by now. I'm grateful to be joined by Reverend Algernon Lewis of the Spring Gardens Moravian Church and Apostle Stephen Andrews of the St. John's Pentecostal Church, who are going to be with me for the remainder of the program, and we will speak about the role of the church in the community. And of course, if you're just tuning in, we're joined. I think that's they're hearing me, so I think that should be fine. We are, you can put it aside. Of course, if you're just joining us, you're tuned in to We're the Ones on Point FM with Petra Williams. Gentlemen, I thank you very, very much for joining me. Just to give you an overview, in case you've never listened to before, We're the Ones is a program that I developed to address issues that are cross-cutting across our community. Our local community, Point, Villa, the broader community of Antigua and Barbuda, regionally and internationally. So the issues that are covered here are cross-cutting. We go all over. The idea being that once we would have finished a conversation, the discussion will continue among the persons who listen with the objective of, one, heightening the awareness of the issue, two, seeking to carve out potential solutions or have persons begin to think to drive solutions to issues that are facing us across the community. And so it's within that context, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you some background to why these two gentlemen in particular are here from the community. It's within that context, my classmate, college mate, Reverend Lewis, one day messaged me. We speak all the while. We speak forever. And he messaged me to advise me that he's inviting me. I don't know if it was an invitation, it was an order to church, because they're launching their month of activities. It was a month?
It's just a program, sort of program.
Oh, it's not a whole month. Okay, he's launching
continuous.
All right.
It's a journey rather than a destination.
Okay, so he launched this community intervention program, which I'd invite him to share a little bit on in a few minutes. And then we had Apostle Andrews, who he and I have been at this almost forever. But this summer past, we engaged because I was running a summer camp in the community. And his youth department wanted to come in and do some work with the children, the young people in the summer camp. The camp was for age 5 to 12, and his youth department came in every single day and spent at least half an hour with the children and really made a difference. I don't even think they're aware of the difference they made just in terms of the general discipline of the young people at the camp. They brought a level of calmness, and between those two interventions, and by the way, church was awesome, which we will share on that. I should bring back the clip. I have the clip. I'm kidding. I wasn't thinking of that particular clip. I was thinking of actually the sermonette, because I did a clip of that as well. But between those two interventions, what I recognize, which is not new for me, is that the church has always been and continues to be involved in various ways in the community. But oftentimes when something goes wrong, or there's a national or a social issue, everybody jump up. Where's the church? Where's the church? What does church do? What does church do? Without recognizing that, at least from my position, that the church has always been and remains there. So I wanted to have this engagement where we look at church life, church and community. And I would invite each of you just to give a general intro of yourself, the community you represent, and then just maybe some preliminary thoughts on the topic before I venture in. So I can begin with Apostle.
First of all, let me greet our listening audience, and let me thank you for having me here. It is an honor to be here with you on your radio program.
Oh, thank you.
I am Apostle Stephen Andrews. I am the senior pastor of the House of Restoration Ministries that is situated in Lachlan Benjamin Drive, Woods Estate. I've been the pastor of that church for the last 25 years. And
it's so long I don't come church.
Long time. Imagine that's a long time. I've been the pastor of that church for the last 25 years. A very active ministry, actively involved in the lives of its members and also in the life of people in the community. And one of the mandates that we have is to carry out the gospel mandate that is given to us by Jesus Christ. Our church has a vision, and that vision is that vision includes, of course, building a home for the aged, building primary, secondary schools, and we are even extending it out where we hope to build more or less a place where people can come and learn trade and contribute to society. We presently in the more, what should I say, the first phase of our vision, but we have a whole lot of ground to cover. And we feel that the church
Could you pull
has
the mic forward
sure.
a little bit, Apostle? My audience is saying they can't hardly hear you. If you don't
They
mind
can
pulling,
hardly hear me?
yeah. So either
Okay.
come closer or pull the mic to you.
All right, I hope they hear me now. Let
Yeah.
them tell you if they hear me now.
Okay, I'll get a
Because I
feedback
know I
from
have a big voice.
Yes,
Now,
you're
they
actually
hear me
coming.
now?
You're actually coming through better in my headphones. So
Okay, good.
probably.
Yeah. Should I repeat everything I said?
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So we are actively involved in a number of things. We have a broad-based vision to reach a number of people in our community, and in doing so, to help strengthen the nation and build the nation on a whole. Thank you so much.
All right, and Reverend.
Yes, Algernon Lewis, the name. I'm the pastor. The pastor at Spring Gardens Moravian Church, one of them at least. And what should I say about Spring Gardens? Well, we've been here forever, 262 years at least, and always had a vision and a mission for people. The Spring Gardens has been involved in education over the years. They teachers training school and all of that over the years. Of recent times, we have not been as active in like just hands-on trench ministries, I would say, in the ways that we were accustomed to. And I think maybe just reevaluating and looking at different things. We have a feeding program that we do once per week. We also have like an after-class program, and we reach out to people who have need around us. The Moravian Church in general also has a senior citizens home, and we are actually in the process of building a purpose-built one. So we are accustomed to being involved in the lives of people. And I think in some ways we have sort of backed away a little bit from that and gotten involved in other things and doing other things. And you mentioned earlier the thing you were invited
Yes.
to, which is called Mission 268.
Right, Mission 268.
Which is our way of saying, hey, we want to focus on doing stuff around us and being present. I think very often we focus on doing things, and I want to shift the focus from just doing to being present. Because I think when you're present, then what you can be there either as guests or as hosts. You can be there, somebody's walking down the road, you give them a ride. Or you can be there's a child who has CXC coming up and they don't know what is going to happen, and you can help to tutor, right? Whatever is required. And that's why we're using the hashtag, reclaiming our streets. We're looking who is on our street, what's going on our street, and we want to be involved. We can just be there watching on. So whenever God says move, we move. God says stop, we stop. Whatever we do, we just want to be available and present for God. Because I think that for a while we've sort of focused on ourselves and lost focus on that fact that there are people who are around us. We believe that God is out there actively moving and doing things, and we just need to figure out where God is moving and get involved with that, and put our hands and our feet and everything else involved. I hope that's enough, though.
Yeah, that's a great
We also
start.
have a preschool
Yes.
and daycare.
I know that preschool.
Right, which has been there for quite a while.
Ever.